Guys, welcome back. Danny again with Athletes Potential. We got part 3 of treating the shoulder, and we're going to go over one more technique for a kind of self-release of the rotator cuffs, or rotator cuff muscles. This one we're going to work on today. It's called our subscapularis, or we just call it subscap most time. And it's actually kind of in the armpit area, the axilla. It kind of sits on the underside or the front side of the shoulder blade. So it's kind of hard to get to. We'll show you where we need to kind of give some pressure in order to get that thing to open up a little bit. And the other thing we're going to do is we're going to use a kettlebell to kind of reset shoulder position. Most of our athletes, and what I mean by resetting that position is, most of our athletes are either one, they sit a lot, or they have a lot of time in at a desk where their shoulders tend to be in a forward position most of the day, which we end up adopting whatever position we put ourselves in most. So if we're here all the time, these structures, including the subscap, are going to get kind of tight and bound down. Well, we can actually take some weight with a kettlebell and reset that position to help get it further back in the socket where we want it to be, and open up what we like to say, open up some room in the cave, right? So if we're getting some pain in the front of the shoulder, especially when we start putting our arm over our head, hey, let's improve some of the mechanics of that by giving us a little bit more shoulder joint mobility, and then we'll have a little bit of freedom for movement in the front of the shoulder. Okay, so here's the first one. So we got the subscap. Subscap, like we said, is in that axilla area. So if you find your armpit, don't just stick your thumb in your armpit. We want to find kind of the lat, which is on the side, and we want to come just in from that. So my lat is here, and I'm going to take my thumb and I'm going to slide it just in from the lat, and I'm going to give myself some pressure down. Okay, so we want to be just kind of below where the middle of the armpit is. Thumb, slide in from the lat, and pressure down. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here with our arm on our other arm like this. So thumb pressure for me, I'm pressing straight in. You can even grab the backside with your fingers and kind of squeeze. What I want to do is I want to reach my arm overhead, and as I do, I want to turn my hand back towards behind me. Okay, so I'm starting here, I'm raising up, and as I raise up, I'm turning my hand behind me until I get to that end range position. Now, as I reach up overhead, I'm not going to let my thumb move. I'm going to actually hold it there and pull down towards my hip, because I don't want that thumb to go up with my arm raising overhead. So we want to kind of get some shear force on there, okay? So let's get 30 passes like this. Bring that arm back down, pressure, hand pointed behind us, okay? The last piece, we're going to use a kettlebell for this. We're going to reset it, okay? So hey, good mechanics, dead bug roll, right field position. We're going to roll over, arm up, and what we want to do is we don't want this, okay? We want to actually let that shoulder drop down to the ground, okay? So this isn't necessarily active shoulder drive up the whole time. You may not be able to get your shoulder down to the ground if you're very forward through the arm. So try to let it relax and let that shoulder sink down towards the ground. Now once we're here, we're going to rotate that arm out as far as we can, and then let it come back in, and then again, rotate out. We can even give ourselves a little bit of extra pressure through rotation, and let it relax. Make sure that elbow is locked out. Don't let the elbow get soft. And we're going to get a good 10 to 15 pass-throughs of rotation here. And what you can see is, even now, I'm starting to get an increase in rotational movement as I bring that kettlebell around. All right, so work on the rotation, work on the subscap. This should help a lot with kind of opening up some of the area in the front of the shoulder, some of the pain that we get, and also help improve our overhead position, right? So we can receive weight in a better position, we can pull up on a bar in a better position. It's great for a number of different things. So give it a shot, try part 3, let us know how it works out. Thanks for watching.